This, and it is happening more and more and more. Some people want to take the guns away. They think that's the solution. Some people think arming teachers the solution. What's Kyle's solution?
I think empowering people and not just to bear arms. Like a gun is a tool, and it can be used for good, to defend and to protect, and it can also be used for these atrocities that have been happening since Columbine, since 1999, where our children are being taken from us, and they are by definition innocent. In a sense, they cannot protect themselves, nor should they have to. In that sense, like, we need to create an environment that we as American society have had, and the fact is it's a societal change that needs to happen. Taking ownership of the fact that it isn't how it used to be, and thank God this isn't an organized terrorist group that's been conducting these attacks, because we wouldn't be ready for it as a society. We're not even ready for it. And the biggest thing that we can do, it's not a solution. It's a societal change. It's impacting our youth, and then developing and protecting them to become contributing members of our society, and then their kids. What we can do right now is, and what I can do and what I'm doing, is showing people that you can make a difference. One person can make all the difference in taking action, absorbing one fraction of that attacker's bandwidth to focusing on you. And the sooner that you can do that, and then never the pursuit of that, and then once that happens, you hold on to it. Imagine and put yourself into the children's feet and eyes. You take that from them.
Yeah.
If you are a protector, because a lot of people think that they're protectors and they're just providers. To truly protect is to do both, provide and to protect, and to use overwhelming force if you need to. And I don't want to create and look for fights, and that's not the life I'm living anymore. But I also know that I will step and take that from anyone's child, and I will put that burden onto me. And I know that I will continue to pursue and never letting go of that, because all it takes is now they're focusing a fraction of their bandwidth on you.
Mm-hmm.
And oh shit, where are they at? Where did they come from? What are they doing? What are they gonna do? For one, they may just off themselves right away. And the statistics are there. If you look at the incidents that have happened, and then as the results of them, and through who intervened, and then how long was it going, reducing the amount of time for them to go unadulterated. They have the upper hand, but with building your confidence in that you can do something, and if that something is just getting between good and evil, you'll be able to rest at night. Yeah. And if the tomorrow problem is that you're in jail for acting, well, then that's a bigger societal issue we have, isn't it? But I'll be in jail or dead in heaven, and those are tomorrow problems.
Yeah.
But right then, it's just empathy. It's compassion.
So you think
for others?
You think that the solution to this is basically a cultural change?
It's a massive cultural change.
Everybody needs to adopt this
Taking
mindset.
ownership of it. The fact that we can't just ignore this. Ignorance is not bliss. And how many more of these have to happen before because we are powerful. We as a collective can make, and we have. You look at our society, we have done some amazing things as the American culture, and I'm so proud to be an American. And it's not that it's gone. it needs to be stoked, like the fire inside of all of us,
Yeah.
to taking ownership of it.
Do you think that's actually a real possibility? Because one of the things that I see in today's culture is everybody's just looking for somebody to blame. Nobody actually wants to take responsibility, and nobody actually, from the school boards to the parents to the politicians to the people.
Yeah.
What I see a lot of answers is instead of the parents actually learning maybe some things that they could adopt to improve their, kids' chances of survival if that was to happen. Like I did a video that was like 5 things that you could do, if there was an active shooter. And but what I see the parents doing is they want to hire a security guard. They are legitimately
Yep.
willing to bet their kid's life on somebody that they're going to pay $13 an hour for.
Yeah.
And that's their solution.
There's
They
plenty
think that somebody that's being paid $13 an hour is going to jump in front of the bullet that's heading right for their kid's face. And that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I think that the people are just too busy, or they think that their priorities aren't there. This is somebody else's job to teach my kid this stuff. This is somebody else's job to protect. That's your fucking job.
No,
that's your fucking kid.
Your safety and your security and of what you care about and who you care about is on you.
Yeah.
And like, there's all kinds of, like, people want to throw tools or resources or a bill, a policy, they'll take the guns, give them guns. Like, to me, it's like, let's strip all of that away and just focus on the fact that, like, get back to center of what it is to be a protector, like, truly, in your household. And then if you think about how powerful that is to make a change, like an impact change, it's like a ripple effect. Like, if you do that in your house and then that spreads, over time in your spheres of influence, and then I'm doing it, and then we're building a league of protectors, right? And then we're changing the way that we think as a cultural shift. Like, it's not necessarily, it's not saying, because what I can't do, Kyle Morgan and Blue Bearing, is I'm not trying to lobby in politics to do this or that or the other. Like, I'm just focusing on what I can do is show people what right looks like in this space of active shooter, and expose them to environments that I've been in, and with that, it's about exposure, and there's no one situation that's going to look the same, and you apply the same tactic every time. It's not. It's here. It's mindset. And that's why I do protector mindset training.
Well, I mean, you're the perfect guy for the job, especially with your career and what happened to Molly. You've been through it.
Yeah.
The exact scenario.
And that's why, like, I started my company. It's spelled BLU for a reason, as a direct correlation with Radisson Blue Hotel, spelled the same way, and it's also my favorite color, and it's also a direct correlation with with depression and sadness, and then bearing, like Atlas, bearing the weight of the world, or bearing it all, like no human should, but we do, and I damn sure did for a long time, and that's not for us, it's for God. And I can say that from this seat here because I could never see that for what it was, and then how you carry yourself, your military bearing, and then a compass bearing. So if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. And I was doing that my whole life, and now I've been in the light and on this path with a bearing I've been shown by God, and now it's on me to stay on that.